hooked up.
Okay, there you go.
That one's coming home with me. Gonna cook it up. How much line's out there, Glenn?
400 feet.
Mom just does everything with the biggest smile. We got another fish on. So I just hooked up with that little laker there. What's up, guys? It is a crisp October morning and I'm here at the beautiful Sebago Lake with my mom behind me.
Hey!
And today we're fishing with Glenn. He is the owner of Sebago Sport Fishing. I went with him like 4 years ago now. And took some videos, put a video out, and now we've just continued this relationship and we're fishing with him again today. So it's late October. I don't know what the fishing's like this time of year, but we're gonna go try and catch something. So Glenn, why don't you introduce yourself? Who are you?
I am Captain Glen Gisel. I own Sebago Sport Fishing and Guide Service. Been fishing Sebago Lake for a little over 40 years. Started the guide business 6 years ago, and it's been extremely successful. You know, the video that Jake did a few years ago was very helpful, and I'm looking forward to doing another one and spreading the word a little more. Yeah, the temperatures have been really weird, and I think it's playing a big role in the fishing this year, because usually the fishing right now is extremely good, and we're having to work to catch fish right now. So.
All right.
Interesting.
I'm willing to work for it.
Yeah, me too, mister.
Well,
Mom, are you looking forward to this trip?
Yeah, because I have my coffee and I have my smile ready.
And
And
you
here
have
we
your
go.
Berries Trading Post hat.
Yeah, do you
We were
like
just
it?
talking about at work how they have the coolest hats.
I know. I just got that. Actually, Trout's got it for me.
We're running flatfish right down on the bottom. We're fishing in about 50 to 60 feet of water, trying to drag these lake trout up off the bottom. We got 2 long lines running out, and I'm gonna have 2 rods on the downriggers here. Yes, this is a trolling method. It's kind of, this particular way we do it is kind of unique to Sebago Lake. Most lakes don't have a clean enough bottom to do this. This particular run around Fry Island is all ledge. It's very little rocks, very little debris down there to get hung up on, so it's kind of easy. I have a course programmed into my autopilot, and it just follows these contour lines around the lake, and we might get hung up, but I doubt it. So that's what we're doing.
That's cool. We're hooked up.
GoPro? Okay, there you go. Take it.
That's the first one that I haven't caught a lake trout in 2 years.
Awesome.
All right, first lake trout of the trip. All right.
Perfect.
That one's coming home with me. Gonna cook it up. Honestly, probably tonight. Pretty
Nice.
excited about that. I haven't been trout fishing in a while, and finally got one. So, on to the next one.
It's okay.
All right.
Boat slowed down a little bit.
Is
When
there
it's
any
not,
sort of
when it's
speed I
not,
should-
Just like that. Just
Okay.
nice and slow and steady. Wins the race here.
Okay.
Mom is hooked up. That was a pretty good bite. You could see the rod just bend right over. And how much line's out there, Glenn?
400 feet.
All right.
So we're gonna go have breakfast while Jody reels this one in. Try to keep that rod tip up in the air as high as you can.
Okay. It feels decent.
Yeah, that is a decent fish.
Okay, cool. I got a whale on here, Jake.
Mom just does everything with the biggest smile. Look at her. We got another fish on. I'm gonna set the camera down. Glenn, unless you want to reel this one in.
No, it's already done.
All right, I'm gonna set the camera down.
It's not a monster like your mom's.
That's all right. Hold that thing up.
All right, hold on. Let me get Glenn here again. Nice. Okay, how's this thing come off? Just push it. There we go.
There you go.
Awesome.
Oh, there's 3 down.
Thank
It all
you.
happened.
You can wash your hands right here.
All happened real quick. But seems like the fish are waking up now. So hopefully we catch a few more.
So I grew up, my dad was the caretaker at the Boy Scout camp up on the next lake up when I was a kid, so I had access to all the boats and the river, and in high school I built a hydroplane in shop class, and we just heard about how good the salmon fishing was back in the 80s, back when I was in high school, and we started coming out here fishing in my little hydroplane, and then I've just been fishing it off and on ever since. And then, you know, back in the early 2000s, I became friends with a guy that fished this lake really hard. He's the one that actually taught me how to do this method right here. And we had always talked about becoming guides and guiding people out here. And after he passed away, I just kept on going. I got my guide's license, and you know, I kind of do this in memory of him. You know, he's up there watching over me all the time. He's the one that helps me catch all these big fish, and a lot of the reason I have so much success out here. We got a surfer. He is kind of surfing, huh?
It is?
Yeah, he'd slow us down. So I'll show you a trick here. All right. Put your thumb on the spool. Stop reeling.
Oh, wow. He's a fighter. You see that?
Angry fish. So instead of tightening the drag, you put your thumb on the spool. You can keep it. And you can put a little bit of pressure on it. Now pull the rod tip up. Take your thumb off.
Oh.
Reel down.
Oh, yeah.
Now you can gain on it without tightening the drag. This is an angry fish.
Uh-oh.
Attitude. So if the reel's not clicking,
Yeah.
you're not gaining.
Right.
So do that. You know, just you don't
Do
even
that
have to. Yeah, you don't even have to put your thumb on it. Just pick the rod up and then reel down on it.
Oh, no.
What happened?
No.
Did
I
he come
lost
off?
it.
Aw, dinger. You're gonna get this one. How much line did that one take out?
It was at like 400 feet.
Oh, really?
All of that.
Stomach.
Oh, it just came off.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
Aw, man.
Will they ever bite it again? No way.
Oh,
Well, that's the second fish I've lost. Rookie out here, but still rusty. I haven't fished for trout much in the past couple years, so hopefully we hook up on a couple more. I can get redemption. back in the boat, fueled up on some coffee, breakfast sandwich. We're gonna head back out on the water for a little bit.
Those are called planer boards. And we use those to spread out some lines, get them a little bit further away from the boat. This one right here has 4 colors of lead core on it. It's not tangled up. Oh, a mess. So what we do is we let out our 4 colors of lead core, and the lead core line just helps it sink. I know at this speed, the 4 colors of lead core is going to get us down about 15 feet or so. And if there's any fish up towards the surface, possibly a salmon or a bigger lake trout up towards the surface, this will target those fish. And then the deeper lines I run right here off the boat. So there's our 4 colors of lead core out. So each color is 30 feet long.
Okay.
And that's how we determine how deep it is. Like each color will sink roughly 5 feet. I go a little bit faster than most people do, so they don't sink quite as much.
Mm-hmm.
Like these 10 color lines, they'll be down about 40 feet or so. And I take one of these clips.
Oh, I see what's happening.
Clip the line onto here. I run braided line, so I'm just putting a little twist in it so it doubles the line up, gives it a little more to grab a hold of on the clip. On there,
and you send it out.
and we send it out.
Huh, that's so nifty. How'd you learn to do that?
Well, trial and error, really. It was a pretty expensive learning curve, but just watching videos from guys out on the Great Lakes and up in Alaska, these are really popular. And you know, when I started guiding, I wanted to make sure I could run as many lines as I can, and this is a good way to do it, to spread them out. And you know, if I got 5 or 6 people on my boat, I can run 10 or 12 lines, and this is, you know, I can send those boards way out and just keep adding lines to them.
Huh, that's cool.
Yeah, some of the guys out on the Great Lakes that run these boards, they have their own. They make their own, and they're 3 times this size, and they run them out, you know, like 200 feet off the sides of their boat, and they can run 3 lines per person, and some of those boats can handle, you know, 10 or 12 people. So they do the same thing, you know, they run as many lines as they can, and some of them will have 20 or 30 lines out, and this is how they do it.
Wow.
Spread them out on these planer boards.
So it's like an annoying charter boat with all those people on the sides, like fishing in the ocean, except it's just a line.
Yeah, exactly. Except they're running lines out, and you know, they have captains and mates on the boat, so there's a crew on the boat that's actually managing the lines.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Then this one here, I'm letting out 10 colors to get down a little bit deeper. These rigs are set up with 20 colors, and you know, sometimes we get out in the deeper water and we're marking fish down at 150 feet, so we'll go down and target those. It takes a while to reel them in, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do to catch the fish.
There you go, Jay. You better. Don't lose that beast. I'm not filming. I'm paying attention to you.
Well, we were about to wrap it up. It's been a little slow since we had those ones earlier today, and the kind of the typical routine Glenn was telling us about has changed with these fish. So I just hooked up with that little laker there, but I redeemed myself after missing a couple of them, so feels good. But these fish aren't in the typical areas that they normally are, so we're just getting what we can.
And feeling our way around.
Yep. Huge thank you to Jen. Huge thank you to Glenn for taking us out today. We had a great time. He's been doing this a long time and has a wealth of knowledge for fishing in this lake. So you'll learn a lot and catch a lot of fish going out with him at Sebago Sport Fishing. So thank you, Glenn, and I had a great time.
You're welcome, Jake. It's pretty darn good.
We had what was I had to go.
I wish all the people watching this video could smell it.